Hey man, you wanna play some video games?
Why? I wanna go to the moon!
Hello everyone, my name is Agaham and I'm a zerg player playing for LowLandLions. I was thinking about making a couple of tutorial videos and this is my first one. And in this video I'm gonna talk about Buildorders. I'm gonna explain to you why focusing too much on Buildorders is not the appropriate way to approach the game. Like if you go to forums and such, you'll see a lot of people asking for advice on Buildorders. What should I do in ZVZ? What opening do I go ZVZ? What opening do I go ZVT? And this creates a lot of problems for newer players. They plateau a lot faster than higher level players, focusing too much on this one thing other than the whole picture. So when you lose a game, it's not because of the builder. It's usually because you didn't expand as much. You didn't make as many drones. It's because you had a lot less. And here's where the advice of higher level players comes from, where they say you need to macro a lot. I think Destiny and Cats really give this advice a lot. If you make a lot of roaches and you're gonna win, you're gonna make it to Masters, but then you're gonna plateau there and eventually the game is gonna be boring and you're gonna ask yourself why you can't get any better. So yeah, realize that if you lose, it's not because of your build order, and that build orders don't matter as much. It's good to have a build, it's good to open a certain way, but don't think too much about it, because once you think too much about it, you start creating other problems, like ladder anxiety, for example. If you think too much about build orders before you actually play the game, you're never gonna hit the play button for ladder. This is because you're too stuck in your head, and you're gonna think too much about possible outcomes. If I open 15 pool, will I have enough drones? If I open 15 hatch, will I get 2 racks? If I open 3 hatch before pool, can't he just walk a marine up there up to me? And so yeah, that's the main reason why people have approach ladder anxiety. It's not because they are afraid, or if you stop thinking about build orders and you think about the whole picture, like the whole game, you'll have a lot. You'll be able to hit that play button a lot more often, I think. So yeah, build orders, they rely on certain concepts that you need to understand. You shouldn't be doing build orders blindly. It all depends on what you want to do, what your style is, what your play style is. If you open a lot of queens early on, you can't take the gas as early as you want, as the build order tells you to. Perhaps you've seen a build order somewhere where you take a gas at 17 after hatch first and the pool, but if you want to go mass queens, you can't do that because queen souls cost minerals and you can't take gas. So yeah, you want to maximize your efficiency with build orders. If you go 15 pool instead of 14 pool, you'll have a much faster overlord, and you'll be able to make a queen as well at almost the same time. It delays 2 seconds or something like that. You want to make progress. What I mean with this is, if we open this tab, it shows the economy, the technology, and the army. You want early on, you want to make as much economy as possible without suffering any damage. So in this game I saw my opponent go for a CC first, and I responded by going a fast layer, like really fast, like 430 perhaps. That's a really fast layer, like before link speed. And the reason why I do this is because I want the tech to be able to, you know, take this base, and spread creep, like really hard. Like if you go, another example is if you go in faster, so it's not because you want to attack him, it's because you want to be defensive, and you want to like make drones. Okay, you want to make as many drones as possible, as fast as possible, and technology is something that helps you with it. And the exception is of course the late game, where you're full on drones and you need you know, to be efficient with your units to trade well. But your main focus should be on the whole picture. So to summarize, players think too much about build orders and not as much about the whole concept of the game. If you lose, it's not because you failed your build order, it's because, you know, you couldn't execute a certain concept as well, like maximize your economy. Like build orders don't matter as much as some people would like you to think. If you're like, a lot of players will tell you that macroing is the best way to improve, and while it certainly is true, being able to micro, if you work on your micro as well, once you hit that level of macro, you'll also hit the level of micro as well. And it's not that hard. Like every game you can just do silly stuff like split your links, like send links here, send links there, and you'll get better on your own rate. Thinking too much about build orders causes ladder anxiety. If you think too much about what you can open and such, you'll get stuck in your head, and eventually you'll like never ever think about playing. Like, oh well, you think about playing but you never do it. So yeah, you need to take a look at the bigger concept, which is maximizing efficiency and making progress. Those are the two things that you need to understand if you want to play StarCraft as zerg. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.